The basic function of a brake is to put a bend in a piece of metal that's straight and uniform. This type of brake is called a box and pan brake. The difference between this brake is it has removable fingers so that you can get the opposing corners of a box bent up without ruining the piece as you're bending it. There's certain areas of the brake that need to be watched for safety reasons. The first one being the top die set. Never put your fingers underneath the dies because they can close automatically and crush your hands. The second is the cam function over here has many pinch points. And make sure not to put your fingers in that area. One more is when bending, there's heavy weights on the edges, and make sure not to get your head or somebody else's head in the way when they're coming back up. And those are the main safety areas for the box and pan brake. A practice piece of material should be used for setup of the machine. The first part that needs to be set up is to check the front edge of the fingers to make sure they're straight and uniform to each other. If they're not, open the top, place a piece of material in there so you can move your hand around and not have a problem with crushing your fingers. When I'm feeling the front edge, if any of these are out of alignment, I can loosen the thumb screw and make slight adjustments until I get it level. All right, now that it's level, I can remove the material and I can close the top. And our first adjustment will be the front edge of the fingers to the bottom bed of the die. We want the two to be set so that if a piece of material is set against the edge of the fingers, it's flush with the bottom edge of the die. To achieve this, we have screws in the back with a handle on them for moving it in or out. And there's one on each side. Once that's adjusted, our second adjustment is going to be for the leaf. The leaf should have a gap that's the material thickness between the top edge of the leaf here and the bottom edge or the front edge of the bottom die. If it needs adjusted, then all 5 of the bolts on this side and all 5 of the bolts on this side need to be loosened. And then we can turn the adjusting screw either in or out to move the leaf forward or back. Our third adjustment is the clamping force of the top dies. While placing a piece of practice material in here, I'm going to pull to clamp. There should be light to moderate force to close the clamp. The material shouldn't move around easily, and that is how you would set it. If that needs to be adjusted, the top nut of the cam on either side can be moved up or down. That will either tighten or loosen the clamping force needed to close. Once these settings are done, you're ready to bend the material. Place the material in, clamp it, grab the leaf, and bend up. When bending, you'll have to watch for what is called spring back Every material is a little different, but the material will want to come back just slightly after bent. So once you've practiced a few bends, you'll get the hang of that material and how much it will spring back. If making multiple bends, there's a stop on the side of the machine that can be set so that each time you bend it, it will stop in the same place and make the same angle of bend each time.